What's going on, guys? This is Miasin and welcome to my MANNADIUM combo video. I want to say this deck is probably the best combo deck moving forward into the next format. Granted, we get, of course, Duelist Nexus, which should be out in like 6 days or something. I don't even know what day it is today. I'm really just out of the loop completely, but I have been testing a lot of decks with the new support that we will be getting very soon. And I want to say MANNADIUM is probably one of the best decks, if not the best deck, to be able to, capitalize off of the newer cards, because it was already good before, but now on top of being more consistent, because we're actually getting more, MANNADIUM cards, we're also getting cards that allow MANNADIUM to make even bigger boards, or rather nastier boards, thanks to Crimson Dragon being able to summon Hot Red Dragon Archfiend King Calamity on the opponent's turn, which is pretty much like a Kali Yuga, but even more unfair. And on top of that, you're also making a lot of other negates, and it's just like a bunch of 2-card combos. So I'll be trying to show you guys as many really nice combos as possible with this deck. Of course, the deck profile is coming up tomorrow, but before this video starts, well, you know the drill. Friendly reminder to smash the like button and the subscribe button, and now let's get right into it. Alright, so combo number 1, assuming that I have Ryoma Heart as well as Meek, look at what it can do. So of course there are some variations because you can draw the field spell. It's basically a combination of 2 cards that might lead to what you're seeing right now. So I'm going to be searching Obsession and now special summon the Meek, and then destroy the Meek with the Obsession in order to surge the field spell. Meek is going to trigger to special summon another Meek. You don't necessarily have to boost its level to 4 right now, it doesn't change anything. So even if you drew Shrid instead of Meek, it ends up being exactly the same. Anyways, we're going to be searching Visa Starfrost with the field spell, and we're going to be banishing the Obsession to summon the Visa Starfrost. This is important because if you go Visa Starfrost effect to destroy your Meek, you're going to be summoning the Starfrost by its effect, and then the Meek is going to trigger to summon another Meek. And if you are trying to summon a Baron de Fleur, unfortunately that's going to be on summon number 6, so you might be getting hit by Nibiru. But now summon number 5 is going to be Baron de Fleur, so Nibiru is going to do absolutely nothing against you, because at this point your opponent only has 1 hand trap and he held it for too long. It's not going to be enough, and if he hand trap you too early and you had like the extender to play through it, it's also not going to be doing anything. Anyways, now we're going to be summoning the Vicious Astrolaud, which is kind of like a contact fuse monster, but by banishing the materials from the field or graveyard. And the materials are a heart monster, so either Scareclaw Rykart, or the MANNADIUM Ryoma Heart, or even the Kashtira Rysart, or Tearlament's Reno Heart, as well as Visa Starfrost. And on the summon, you can destroy a monster on the field, including your own monsters. So we're going to be destroying the Meek, and then Chainlink 1 Calarium to summon it from the graveyard, and Chainlink 2 Meek to summon from deck. But this time the Meek that we summon from the deck will be level 4, and we're going to be synchro summoning, so a level 4 tuner as well as a level 8 non-tuner for Crimson Dragon. Crimson Dragon is going to tag itself out by targeting a level 10 synchro monster on the field to summon a level 10 Dragon synchro from the extra deck. Bestial Dispatter can revive back any light or dark monster from any banished pile, so we're going to be reviving back our own Visa Starfrost, and now we're going to be linking off the Visa Starfrost into the Scareclaw Rykart, the Light Heart. So when this card is summoned, you always get to search your deck for the Primitive Planet Phobia. I think that's the name, I don't know if it's primitive, yeah it is. So this is the only card that you can search with the Light Heart, but it is not once per turn. So if your opponent like hand traps it, you can just destroy your own Light Heart and then revive back, if you can show like a monster like a Visa Starfrost, and then link it off. So you can link off the Light Heart for another Light Heart in the extra monster zone, and then search again. That's really cool. And you're going to be searching, like I said, the Raid Phobia, which can search for your Rykart. And when you have a monster that is a Scareclaw, that you can actually summon the Rykart to a zone it's adjacent to. It's hard to explain, but whatever. Basically, you get to summon it here, and since you have 3 or more monsters in defense position, well, even including your opponent's monsters, not only do you get to search for a Scareclaw spell or trap, but you also get to draw 1 card. And the only target anyways is the Scareclaw Arrival, which is a monster reborn either for a Scareclaw monster or Visa Starfrost. So revive back these Visa Starfrost, and then synchro summon using Meek and Visa Starfrost. So even though this is 2 tuners, Visa's Amritara is a little different from the other synchro monsters you're used to seeing. So this one needs 1+ tuner, could be multiple tuners, as well as 1 light monster. The light monster doesn't have to be non-tuner. So in this case, the Meek is the tuner, and the Visa Starfrost is the light monster. 2 + 6 = 8. And upon summon, you can search your deck for any spell or trap card that mentions Visa Starfrost, and it's also treated as Visa Starfrost on the field. And there are so many search targets for this cards, it's ridiculous. So we're going to be searching the Reframing, which is essentially a Solemn Judgment if you control a synchro monster on the field. Now we're going to be linking off the Rykart as well as the Light Heart for Cross Sheep. And whenever we summon a fusion monster, we get to revive back a level 4 or lower monster from the grave. Vicious Astrolaud is going to be summoning itself because we got back the Visa Starfrost from the banished using the Bestial Dispowder, and we had a second heart monster. So now we're out of hearts and we're out of Visa Starfrost. This is the second Astrolaud that you can always summon in the combo, and we're going to be reviving back the Meek using the effect of Cross Sheep. Now we have a very interesting setup at our disposal. So we have a level 2 tuner, a level 10 non-tuner synchro monster, as well as a level 8 tuner and a level 8 non-tuner. So we can synchro summon into Crimson Dragon, and then whatever, if you want to revive back the Light Heart. And we're going to be also going into Bish Balkin because it's pretty similar to Ultimayat Zolkin. The only difference is that it has to be level 8 or higher, whereas Tolkien is level 5 or higher. And this one is the one that summons the tokens. You couldn't really go into Tzolkin because the Crimson Dragon cannot target Tzolkin to summon Hard Red Dragon or King Calamity, unfortunately. Tzolkin cannot be targeted by card effects, by either player's card effects, while you control another synchro monster on the field. It's really inconvenient, unfortunately. Otherwise, Tzolkin would be much better here, because we're also searching the card to trigger the Tzolkin, right? We're searching a counter trap card. Anyways, we're going to be going into whatever Link 2 monster if you really want to, and now we can even go into an Appaloosa or Mechanite Crusader Max. But Barricade Board Blocker is a cute one if you want to recycle back a field spell or continuous spell card from the graveyard to the hand on the end phase. Gets you a little bit of follow-up, but I don't recommend it. But there's some better options, that's why. And now we're going to be going Crimson Dragon, target the Bish Balkin on the opponent's draw phase or standby phase. Summon the Hard Red Dragon Archfiend King Calamity, and then your opponent cannot respond to the effect, and for the rest of the turn, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects. Again, this is basically Kali Yuga, and on top of that, you have 2 Omni Negates, and you're gonna have a lethal follow-up, as well as, you know, more cards in your hand, because this is only a 2-card combo. Absolutely disgusting, and this is just combo number 1. Let's get right into combo number 2 now. Alright, so I said that there are a lot of variations for this combo, and I wasn't lying. So a Hero Lives and Terraforming can full combo. You're gonna go a Hero Lives in order to summon what? Elemental Hero Prisma. Let's freaking go. And you're gonna be copying the name of the Visa Starfrost by revealing the Vicious Astrolaud, and then that is basically a Link 1 enabler. Also a 1-card Baron de Fleur, by the way, in case you were wondering. So that's actually not too bad. And we're going to be reviving back the Visa Starfrost, synchro summon into Baron de Fleur. So Nibiru is no longer of any relevance, and now we're free to pop off. So search the Realm Heart, and then you're going to be searching the Meek, and this is where it gets really complicated. So MANNADIUM Meek is a really weird card, because you can only special summon it from the hand if you control Visa Starfrost or a monster with 1500 attack and 2100 defense. It's not like if you control a MANNADIUM monster, and unfortunately, because of Calarium actually boosting the attack and defense of your monsters, sorry, only the attack, for each tuner monster in your grave and in your field, for some reason, Realm Heart is 16, and you can't special summon the Meek from the hand, but there is a workaround by simply banishing the Visa Starfrost as well as the right card to summon the Vicious Astrolaud, and then your monster loses attack, and you can actually take that, you can use that to your advantage to finally summon the Meek, and now actually use Baron de Fleur's Destroy in order to destroy yourself, and then Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2. Very crafty way of turning a weird play into full combo, because from here on out, we just go Crimson Dragon, Bestial Dispowder, and do the exact same thing as before. So revive back the Visa Starfrost from banished, Amritara, Surge the Reframing, Link off for Cross Sheep, Chainlink 1, Cross Sheep, revive back, and then go into Crimson Dragon, revive back the Light Heart, and then I think you're already used to seeing this, but it's going to be the exact same end board as before. By the way, if you plan on ending on Cross Sheep, you might as well just you might as well just always make it so that it points to a synchro and a fusion at the same time, because then the boost of 700 is going to be permanent. So that's really nice, and you can keep just boosting the attack of your monsters by 700 every single turn, as long as you keep summoning monsters. And if you have Chaos Angel, the Cross Sheep is not dying, so that's also another way to out like giant 5000 attack unaffected by card effects monsters. And also your Bish Balkin can go to like 10,000 attack in 2 seconds, because it gains 1,000 attack for each monster on the field, your field and your opponent's field. It's ridiculous. So yeah, again, full combo with a very interesting hand. That's it for this one. Let's get right into combo number 3. Alrighty, so combo number 3 is a little different because I have Meek and Obsidian, but yet again, this is still full combo, but in a different way. So we're going to be destroying the Meek and then special summon a Meek, and then go Obsidian. That is going to, of course, search the Realm Heart, and you're going to be special summoning the Realm Heart. So destroy, Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, Field Spell, and then Shielding 3 the Meek, special summon yet another Meek, as well as Revival back, the Revival back of the Meek. And now we're going to be going Amritara, but this is where it differs completely, because this combo is not the same as combo number 1, even though the cards almost look identical. But this time we're actually searching the Tearlament's Field Spell. The reason for that is because the Calarium absolutely had to search the Riem Heart. It couldn't search the Visa Starfrost, so this is where it differs. And now you have to replace the Calarium with the Perlarino, search for the Visa Starfrost, and then special summon it that way. So you do lose to Nibiru, because at this point you've already went to like summon number 8 or something, but it's still again going to be full combo. It doesn't matter. Every single path leads to Rome, regardless of the combination of 2 cards. If you have like a Heart Monster and like a Meek or something, it's always going to be the full thing. And also you can get a few draws with the Stardust Charge Warrior and stuff like that, and also the Rykart. So you're not just doing the combo and that's all. You're always doing a little bit more. That's really cool. Anyways, we have a bunch of cards on the field, so yeah, summon Cross Sheep and then summon Masquerena or something, and then we can destroy the opponent's cards. And on the opponent's turn, the Masquerena can summon whatever you want. We again have the Hot Red Dragon or Finking Calamity with the Reframing, 2 cards in your hand. There's just so many routes that you can take at this point. It's really up to you and your preferences, but yeah, again, very nice combo. Especially considering the fact that we dodged, like, we didn't really go into like the same steps as before, and we were still able to end on the Calamity you know, end board, so that's really cool. Anyways, let's get right into the next one. Jesus, oh my god. Alright, combo number 4. This time I have, again, another really interesting hand. I have the Rykart as well as the Riem Heart, and I'm going to be playing around Infinite Impermanent. So let's just say they imperm the Rykart, which is actually correct because, well, I mean, it depends, because if they know that you have Riem Heart, then it's not correct, but if they hold your imperm for, like, the Link one, it's not really good. Like, you have so many ways of, like, searching the Visa Starfrost anyways that you can play through it, and you're going to be making a Baron de Fleur, then their Imperm is not going to be doing anything anymore. But if they Imperm the Rykart, you can just chain the Riem Heart, and then destroy, special summon, so you still get the search with the Rykart, and you get to search with the Riem Heart. So now we have the Obsession, we have the Field Spell off of the Lightheart, and now we're going to be Obsession, Obsession Destroy, Search the Calarium, and then Calarium for the Meek, special summon the Meek, Visa Starfrost. And again, this is the exact same setup as usual. So Chilling 1, Chilling 2, get back a Meek from the grave, and one of the Meeks is level 4, the other one is level 2. Visa's Amritara, search the Reframing, and then Axel Synchro Stardust Dragon, because we have 2 level 4 monsters. Bestial Dispouter, revive back the Visa Starfrost, and then Lightheart effect, revive back itself, go into a Cross Sheep, summon another Vicious Astrolaud, revive back the Meek, and then Amritara is going to be destroying the Meek, special summon another Meek, which is going to be level 4. Crimson Dragon, Ultimaya Bishbalkin, summon 2 tokens, and this time it's the exact same as combo number 1, but the difference is that instead of ending on Baron de Fleur, we end on Bestial Dispouter, and again, either Masquerena or turn these monsters, all of them into like, I don't know, could be like, not really an Appaloosa because you're using tokens, but maybe like a Mekk Knight Crusadia Avermax or Unchained Abomination. That's a really good one, actually. So yet again, any combination of 2 cards literally can end on full combo. So Rykart and Shadow's Light is a really cool one. Normal summon, get your search for the Arrival. Even if you get like impermed here, it doesn't matter because you can still special summon the Rykart, the Riem Heart with the Shadow's Light and play a lot actually. And Shadow's Light also has a Graveyard effect to banish itself to give you an extra normal summon for a light or dark monster, and that can be really nasty, especially in this deck. But anyways, Baron de Fleur very early on, so hand traps are absolutely pointless against you, and then you're going to be you know, popping off basically. Go into a Cross Sheep and then revive back the Vicious, revive back a monster with the Cross Sheep when we summon the Vicious Astrolaud. Doesn't necessarily have to be like right now, by the way, as long as you have like a monster that is pointed and you're look, basically Cross Sheep doesn't have to like summon right away when you summon a fusion. You can have like a fusion already and then special summon another monster, and then it checks like if you had a fusion pointing to anyways. But yeah, revive back Visa's Starfrost with the Bestial Dispouter, Visa's Amritara, and then we're going to be reviving back with the Cross Sheep, so that's why I said it can take forever to revive back, and it's not the end of the world. And then Bishbal can summon a bunch of tokens, and we're going to be again making a Link 2. Destroy tokens if you don't want your opponent to start with board presence, and this is yet again full combo with the Reframing. Alrighty, so now I'm going to be playing out a random hand. So I have the MANNADIUM Reframing, Visa Starfrost, or double Rykart, as well as Calarium. this hand can inherently play through hand traps because even if your opponent like Veilers you or Imperms, you probably have like the cards that you wanted to search anyway, so it's not really the end of the world. But yeah, so search the Meek and then special whatever. If you really want to like be super like careful with the hand traps, you could have technically went like Killarium to search the Rhythm Heart and then normal summon the Rykard effect. But then, like, your opponent knows that you have a Rhythm Heart, so it's not gonna bait an Imperm anyways. So that's the reason why I start with the Rhythm Heart, might as well. But yeah, and now we're doing a lot, actually. We're doing more than just the usual combo, and we're also drawing cards, which is pretty nice. But the Amritara now doesn't have to search for the counter trap. It can actually search for Obsession, which searches the Imaginings, which is basically kind of like a Magical Mallet-esque card. So you draw 2 and then you put back 1 on the bottom. I'm drawing the Trid now, which is useless. Charger Warrior is going to be getting me another draw. And now we're going Crimson Dragon, summon Vicious Astrolaud, Bishbalkin, summon a bunch of tokens, which honestly just doesn't change anything to my life, because it's not like I can really summon from the extra deck anyways. So yeah, this is 100% useless, and I'm going to be setting 2 back rows. So I have Baron de Fleur, Bestial Dispouter with the King Calamity combo, because I have a level 12 monster on the field. I have the Reframing, and I have Imperm, Ash, and Lightheart, whatever, or Rykheart. So yeah, that's ridiculous, because this deck can just do that very consistently, like on a daily basis, and it can do that sometimes with 2 cards, so, and through hand traps potentially, because your Baron de Fleur is super early on, and there is almost like nothing that is really that good to hand trap. It really depends on what your opponent's playing, because Droll is a really big one, but Nibiru sometimes is good, sometimes is bad. It really does depend. Anyways, I actually decided to give you guys a 7th combo as a little bonus, but before we proceed into this bonus combo, make sure you like and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. Thank you so much. Now let's get right into it. So I have Rhythm Heart as well as Revolution Synchron, but I don't have any field spells, so it's a little unfortunate because I'm assuming I only have that. But Revolution Synchron is such a broken card that it doesn't really matter. So we're going to be going into Ancient Fairy Dragon using Revolution Synchron from hand, and then it revives itself back as a level 1, and 1 plus 7 equals 8, and Ancient Fairy Dragon is a light attribute monster, so we can go into Amritara and then get our engine going. So search for the MANNADIUM Obsession, destroy the Meek to search for the field spell. Meek is going to be summoning another Meek, and that's going to be level 4. We're going to be searching the Visa Starfrost, then link, special summon it with the Obsession, link it off for the Light Art, search for the Reichphobia, and actually go into, Obsession, basically, we're going to be getting full advantage of the Killarium before we replace it, because after that, it's not going to be utilizable. And this Light Art Rykheart is also going to be getting us a draw, because we have 3 different, just 3 defense position monsters on the field. And then this is almost the exact same as every other combo that I showcased, but it's not actually full combo. Actually, no, I think it is, but hold on a second. Yeah, it's actually really funny, because the sequencing is so different that you want to believe that it's not even like the full thing, but we were still able to end on the King Calamity combo, as well as Baron de Fleur, Unchained Abomination, and a draw. And it's not even like I drew a really good hand. I went Ancient Fairy Dragon Special Summon, and I used none of the effects of Ancient Fairy Dragon. So it was really just like Rhythm Heart that searched like almost like an irrelevant card. Well, I mean, it searched a Meek, but yeah, that's pretty good. But like, you could have like hard shoe it. You could have like drawn the field spell. It would have been better. You could have drawn like any card to make Ancient Fairy Dragon actually do something. So yeah, this is the kind of hand that it's the combo that you can go into when nothing is working out, and you still have everything that you can ask for. The only thing that we're missing is Reframing, the counter trap card. It's not the end of the world. I can live without that. Anyways, that's it for this MANNADIUM combo video. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.